I've seen the future.
Hey everybody, Happy New Year! It's Colette Baron-Reid, and this is our very first reading for 2018, and I'm so excited to be out of 2017, oh my God. This is gonna be such a great year. I don't know if you can feel it, but I feel the tides are turning and something really brilliant and amazing is gonna happen for us this year. I really believe it. So let's find out what Wisdom of the Oracle has to say, not just about this week, but about the whole year. So I'm doing 4 cards that tell us a story about the energies that we have to play with in 2018, all of us. Then I'm gonna take 2 more cards to talk about this week, and then I'm gonna pull a postcard from Spirit. So let's start the storyline of 2018. The first card, which is our anchor card, is called Poised. So we are ready. We are really ready for positive change this year. Poised tells us that we've come this far. We've experienced all the highs, the lows. We've had to reshape our foundations. We've had to take away the rotten wood. We've had to really look at some of the things that we might not want to have looked at in 2017. A lot of shadow was revealed in 2017, right? So the light illuminated the things that needed to change. And there's a tide that's now moving forward where we're still going to see some of that, but we're ready, we really are ready collectively for something new. And it is where we're heading. Now, it does tell us though not to get too far ahead of ourselves because the here and now card is in protection. So it reminds us not to get so fixated on the future that getting overly ambitious to get out of where we are now in order to go to some new place that we think is going to be better. Same thing with not looking too far back into the past of saying like, oh, I wish I could have done it differently, or with nostalgia, because those are really the ghost lands that we all walk through when we aren't focused on the now. So it reminds us that this is a year, although we are ready for new things, to stay in 24 hours. Every day is a new beginning. Every single day that we wake up in the morning, we have a new opportunity to do things differently, to make better choices, to stay positive, even in the face of the consequences of the past, because that's really important to remember now. Nothing just changes overnight, bam, everything is great. There's always the gray areas of moving from one state to another. And the next card actually speaks directly to that because it's called Between Worlds. Now, Between Worlds says, and I'll show you you'll see the picture that's coming up on the screen here of the flamingo that is half in the gray and half in the brightness. And so it reminds us too that this year we have to remember that we are moving from one state of being and one state of mind into another. And nothing happens like this. It's an evolution of our thinking, of our outer conditions, of our environment, of the relationships that we have, our money, like all the things that populate our individual world and our collective world takes time to process from one state to another. And so this is a year where we're seeing more of what we desire coming to us, which is why the flamingo leads, right? That the better stuff is there, but we still have to clean up some of the stuff that we brought with us from 2017. So it's going to be a year of positive reckoning, is what this says. Now, Yin is a beautiful card. It concludes with reminding us that we are not alone, right? So we are in partnership with a universe that's conscious. And I like to use the term conscious universe rather than universe because it reminds us that it's alive. We are in an alive system of consciousness of which we are a part. So you can look at the divine, God, spirit, this, or scientifically, consciousness, where there is something that animates all of life everywhere all the time. And it's always in the process of evolving, moving from one state of being into another. It never stays static. So I always call, I talk about this in Oracle School and all my videos, that we're all stories in motion. So rather than be aggressively moving forward with too much ambition, right? We do want to take one step towards the gods, like Joseph Campbell, mythologist Joseph Campbell says, beautiful statement, we take one step towards the gods, they take 10 towards us. We don't run past them, like, I don't have time for you, and off you go. We have to take the step, then we need to receive the information. So yin is a receptive card. Yin reminds us that 2018 is about partnerships, and it's about playing the dance of giving, receiving, acting, also receiving. So there's this ebb and flow, but also of needing to stay still, learning how not to rush forward so quickly, and being in this decision making that is receptive. So this is not a, oh, I'm just gonna lay back and be lazy. This is a conscious choice to be receptive, to listen. Really listen to the universe. What is it saying to us? Because that'll really help inform our choices too. So this is a really, I find this is a year, and actually numerology too, and you should go check out Glynis McCant's new calendar, etc., because we're entered into a 2-year, which is all about partnerships. It's a softer year than last year. It's all about now looking out into our communities, into our relationships with family, friends, our personal relationships, coworkers. You know, how do we collaborate? It's a collaborative year. It's not a year of rash independence or anarchy. It's a year of how do we work together? And that's what I love about this and about these cards. Now let's take a look at this week, right? The week of January 1st, like what are we gonna do, right? What are we all doing this week? Now, I always like to be planning my world in the first week of January. Me and my husband, we do vision boards, and then I have my annual retreat at Kripalu in the Berkshire Mountains. There's still spaces if anybody wants to come, about really taking a look at the intentions that you want to set for the year, and choosing honestly what you're willing to do for those things, and really mapping it out. You know, what is it that I would like to change in my life, but what am I committing to? So we really know what we don't want. We don't need to focus so much on that. What we want to focus on is our intentions. So let's take a look at the energy of this week. We know how the year is going to start, and I'm just going to randomly, actually I'm not randomly, I'm asking Spirit to guide my fingers. And here we are. Let's see what the cards say. Oh, very interesting. So we have chaos and conflict in protection, which means that shit's already hit the fan, or whatever. In other words, whatever stirred up, and after Christmas, and after Hanukkah, and after all the things, and after global events, and yada 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 yada, we've already got all that going on. So there's nothing here that's going to be new. It's already happening. So it says, don't be afraid to jump into the mix, to clean things up, because the next card is clean it up. So after the chaos and conflict, this is a cleanup week. And so we really take a look at what is it here that I need to release in order for me to step into 2018 for the highest good for myself individually, because it is about our unique, authentic, inspired life. That's what I teach in Oracle School. It's what I teach in all my work and my books. It's really about that. And when we are that unique, authentic, inspired self, it helps everybody, because we shine our light, then there's more light to share with others. So this is a cleanup week. Whatever got stirred up, time to clean it up as we enter into the following week, which I'll talk about next time. Now, let's ask a postcard from Spirit. Let's get some heavenly help here. I love these, and thank you so much. This was now a bestseller, Postcards from Spirit, so I'm very grateful about that. Everybody around the world, it's being sold all over the world and translated into all kinds of languages, so I'm very thrilled. Let's see what our loved ones and our angels, because we all have angels, and that guardian angel that you and I both have, and let's see what they all say. Actually, okay, this one. Let's go. Ha ha ha. So perfect for this week. You cannot make this up. Okay. Dearest, wonderful you. I always get so excited when I do my readings. To help you manifest a life for the highest good, we invite you to examine your deepest desires. Perfect for the first week of January. Imagine all your desires, no matter what kind, like magic seed pods in a basket, glowing with infinite potential. Look closely at each one. Are you afraid that some may bring you too much attention and invite negative reactions from others? Is change too daunting? Are you afraid to stretch and grow? Let yourself be led forward and let the seeds of positive intention take to the wind. Your desires count, and you're worthy of them. They are essential for co-creating your world. Remember, we talk about this year being a partnership. It's about co-creation. Did you ever consider that when a desire comes from deep within you, it might be spirit moving you to create something beautiful to share with others? Some desires are infused with miraculous powers to move the heart and influence the world in ways you can't possibly know. We know you and love you so deeply and are so happy to support you. Now, what a great message for all of us this first week of January. I know about every year, I wake up on January 1st like today and go, oh, okay. And tomorrow, by the way, is my dry date, and I'll be 32 years clean and sober, so I always celebrate January 2nd too. But you know, I look at really what could happen, what are the intentions that I might have? And you know, I've rarely in the past looked at the desires that I don't think I'm worthy of, because I've changed so much. But there was a time in my life where I didn't believe I was worthy of pretty much anything. I had a lot of desires, I had a lot of dreams, but I didn't have the worthiness piece to go along with it. And this message today tells you, if you're even vaguely thinking that you might not be worthy, that you are. You are. You are loved, you are guided. Spirit is always with us, Spirit has our back, and the conscious universe is chatty and wants to speak to you and me through oracles. Have a great year, and I'll see you next week. Well, have a great week, and I'll see you next week. And if you like this video, well, subscribe to my channel and share this with your friends, and go to my website and choose your cards for free. Come back and tell me that story of how you put it all together. Maybe you'll share some of your intentions for the new year. We're all here to support you and send you lots of love. Take care.
I've seen the future. It's beautiful.